It was just another ordinary evening at home when everything shifted. I had finished dinner and was casually scrolling through emails when Melissa, my wife of 7 years, entered the dining room. She seemed tense, her fingers drumming nervously against her phone. Something felt off, though I couldn't have anticipated the bomb she was about to drop. She sat down across from me, avoided meeting my eyes, and in a hesitant tone said, "I need to tell you something. I'll be traveling for a few days with Ryan." For a moment, I just stared, expecting her to laugh, to say she was joking. But Ryan wasn't just anyone. He was her ex, a man she once considered a closed chapter. Hearing his name attached to a trip hit me like a gut punch. I thought I must have misheard. My mind refused to process it. My wife, my partner, telling me she planned to go away with her ex. Who does that? Yet she didn't flinch. Her lips were tight, her gaze fixed on the table as if bracing for my reaction. That's when it hit me. She was serious. A heavy silence filled the room. My chest felt like it was caving in. Yet, I forced myself to stay composed. Losing control would only give her the ammunition to call me jealous or insecure, and I refused to hand her that satisfaction. Finally, I broke the quiet with a single question. Why? My voice stayed steady, though fury simmered just beneath the surface. She launched into a polished explanation. It was a work trip. Ryan had connections that could help her career, and I should trust her. The casual, dismissive tone twisted my stomach. She wasn't hiding her betrayal. She was laying it bare, expecting me to accept it as perfectly reasonable. That's when I realized it wasn't carelessness. It was arrogance. As she spoke, I noticed her glances. She was waiting, hungry for a fight. She wanted me to beg, to shout, to lash out so she could spin it against me, call me controlling, jealous, insecure. It was a trap, and she assumed I'd fall for it. But I didn't. I let her finish, nodding faintly, keeping my expression unreadable. She had rehearsed lines, but she had no clue I wasn't playing along. When her words faded, the silence stretched once more. That's when I leaned back, met her gaze, and said just 2 words, "Don't worry." The effect was immediate. She blinked slightly, open-mouthed, expecting yelling or pleading. Instead, all she got was calm, too calm, and it rattled her more than anything I could have shouted. She shifted, confused, her carefully constructed script crumbling. My lack of anger unsettled her far more than rage ever could. Her voice trembled as she repeated, "Don't worry." "That's it?" I said. Nothing. Simply held her gaze, then returned to my emails as if the conversation had never happened. That's when she realized something had changed. I wasn't clinging. I wasn't the desperate husband who would fight to keep her. My calm carried a weight she hadn't prepared for, and it scared her. All night she circled back, probing if I was angry, if I cared, if I even loved her. Her voice rose, trying to provoke me, but I remained unmoved. My silence, those 2 words, hung heavy in the air. The more I refused to react, the more shaken she became. She thought she had control, but in truth, she had already lost it. The next morning, I didn't wait for her to pack for her so-called trip. While she showered, I quietly packed my own bag and left divorce papers on the kitchen counter with a note. "Don't worry, I'm done." No explanations, no arguments, just the truth in writing. When she emerged and saw the papers, her face drained of color. By then, I was already walking out the door, head held high. Melissa had assumed she could manipulate my emotions, flaunt her ex, and have me waiting for her return. But she was wrong. The moment she mentioned traveling with her ex, she had already ended our marriage. My 2-word reply simply punctuated her betrayal. It was my way of saying, I won't fight for someone who doesn't respect me. In the end, it wasn't yelling. It wasn't tears. It wasn't drama that stunned her. It was calm certainty. Sometimes the most potent revenge isn't noise or chaos. Sometimes it's just 2 words spoken with quiet finality. 2 words that mark the exact moment you walk away for good.